guys, this is VGOD Black Illusion here, coming at you today with a Dark World deck profile. Yeah, pretty much everybody knows what Dark Worlds do, what they're all about, so we'll go ahead and get started with it. Start off, I run triple Grapha. You have to use him. Triple of him, the boss of the deck, 27, discarded, card effect, pop, you already know. Grapha's amazing. Also, I run triple Snow. That's pretty much the searcher. It's discarded by a card effect. You could, search out for any Dark World card in your deck, add it to your hand. It's really good. This may surprise a lot of people, but I'm running triple golds. And it's pretty much because of the way I run my extra deck also. But it's really easy to draw and then be able to discard these cards and special summon them. And also, they're special summoned by opponents, or discarded by opponents effect. Really good effect. You can destroy up to 2 cards they have. It's really good. And then special summon them. So it works out pretty good. Also, I'm running triple Sylvia, which is the same thing, except if it's discarded by opponent's effect, you can pick 2 cards from their hand and put it back to the bottom of their deck, which is really good. 23 beater, 26 with gates. Works pretty good for the deck. I run triple Brow, and that's pretty much discard and draw actually extra card with that one, so works out pretty good. Level 3. Couple exceeds the level 3 I have, so works out pretty good. Want a solo Beige. Thinking about taking them out and replacing them with another monster, or putting my monster count down. Just as discard and special summon them. It's pretty good, 16. Alright. I run 3 Trance Archfiends, because when he's normal summoned, you can discard a fiend type monster from your hand. He gains 500 attack, and when he's destroyed, let's say you banish one of your Graphas with gates, when he's destroyed, you can add that card back to your hand, which works out really good for the Dark World deck, so that's why I run 3 of him. And last but not least, on the solid Morphing Jar. It's amazing how many people I'll go get one first turn, I'll get Morphing Jar, and I'll set him out, and someone will attack not knowing what it is, and I'll flip him, and then it's just chaos from there. Discarding and destroying guards, and it's just amazing. On to the spells. I run triple Gates, and that's pretty much you're gonna banish a fiend from your graveyard, discard one, then draw a card. It's really good. It's pretty much what you're gonna use mostly for your discards, for your Dark Worlds. It's a really good card. Then I run 3 Dark World Dealings. You're gonna draw, discard. It sucks for your opponents because no one wants to draw and just get rid of their hand, pretty much. But for Dark Worlds, it's like exactly what you want, because all your effects are in the grave, so it's perfect. So yeah, run 3 Dark World Dealings. I run a Heavy Storm because I hate back row. So yeah, someone has a Soul Drain out there or something, Pesty, Necro Valley, you want to get rid of it, stuff like that. It's Heavy Storm. Also, I run a Card Destruction, because you get a handful of stuff you can't even summon, be a handful of Graphas and Silvas, and you get Card Destruction, it works out perfectly. You make your opponent get rid of their hand, and you get to use pretty much every card you just sent, so it works out pretty good for you. The last 2 spells, I run double Drag Down to the Grave. This card's amazing. Both players show their hands, both players show each other their hand, and then pick 1 card, discard it, and draw. Which is amazing, because with a combo you can use with this and Mind Crush, it's ridiculous. You get to pretty much get rid of 2 cards in your opponent's hand in 1 turn, in 2 turns actually, so it's pretty good. Onto the traps. I run 2 Death Amulets. Whenever my opponent declares an attack, boom, discard a fiend type monster, negate the attack, which is really good. And it's good for 3 turns, and then it's gone pretty much, but it's really good. And I run 1 Mind Crush, like I said, the combo with Drag Down, see what's in their hand, boom, you set Mind Crush, next turn, bam, you call whatever they had in their hand, and they have to discard it. Also, if you want to, call a bluff and just say something random, they have to discard a card from your hand randomly. So if you have a handful of Dark World monsters and you're not really sure what they have, go ahead and Mind Crush and just throw out something stupid, like I would left arm with VGOD or something dumb. You never know though these days, but yeah. I run a solo Dark Smog. This card's amazing. Once per turn, you could banish a monster from your opponent's grave and discard a fiend type monster. This is really good. If your opponent, especially cards like Six Samurais or Lavels, stuff like that, they're trying to bring stuff from the grave, Mermails, and all that kind of stuff, you can just Dark Smog them, banish it, discard your fiends, pop their cards, discard, draw, search, whatever you gotta do. It's a really good card. Run a Starlight Road, because no one likes your traps getting destroyed. Especially, well, most of these traps I have in this deck are chainable, but the few that I do have are like if I have gates, no one wants their gates getting MST or Heavy Storm, no one likes that, so Starlight Road, protect your back row. I run double Reckless Green. I really love when you get a first hand and you see, oh my god, both Recklesses. You set them both. Next turn, you draw, flip them. That's 4 cards you get to draw. You don't get to draw for your next 2 turns. That's what's good about them. So if you draw into it, it doesn't add on. It's really good. I got a couple more left. I run triple Compulse because I love, especially people like flood the field or something, overlay or synchro, and I'll just send it back to their hand or their extra deck. Works really good. Especially like when you want an OTK kind of thing with the Dark Worlds, people summon a monster and you just back to your hand. It's really good. Mandatory for every deck. I would use Compulse, so it works out. Last but not least, run the 2 skill drains. That's pretty much it says it all right there. Skill drain. Hate cards with, effects on the field that are going to possibly screw you over. You see somebody summon a gadget or something, you quickly flip this up. Six Samurais destroys these decks, so, and it doesn't even affect your Dark Worlds, except your Morphing Jar and your Transcharge Fiend, but you can get around that. That's fine. They're just fiends. Besides with the Morphing Jar, of course, but the Transcharge Fiend, they just become fiends. And you still get a secondary effect when he's destroyed. So, that works out perfectly. Now onto the extra deck. I run double Periodic Sun Dragon. It's really good. You 2 level 8s, overlay, detach, discard a card, you get destroy a card on the field, which is really good, especially because it takes Graphas, and you can easily bring Graphas back, so that's ridiculous. Look at the players you can get with this, and it's 3,000 attack, so it works out pretty good. I run Stardust for when you have to use your Starlight Road. If your cards get Heavy Stormed and you don't want that to happen, or like Dark Hole you or something, you have filled full of monsters. Starlight Road, get your Stardust out there, and pretty much let them do work from there. Now this is where it's gonna get surprising to some of you. Run 3 Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja because I run 6 level 5s in my deck, so why not overlay and make a monster that can't be destroyed by battle by card effects once per turn, or when I detach. So why not? Works out pretty good for me. A lot of times I don't even have to use my extra deck with this Dark World build, but sometimes I have to, or I use them just for fun. I'm running a single Freezadon. I like his effect, because if I have another Exceed card on the field, I can just detach from him and use my other card's effects though. So it works pretty good actually. I like it. And what is he? 2020? Yeah, 2000 beater. So I mean, it's not too bad. Probably gonna replace him pretty soon. Figure out something else. I run Andreas. Pretty much know what that is. Also, he's a fiend, where that comes in handy. Detach, destroy card on the field, which is really good. And I run Wind Up, Arsenal's in Mile, detach one, destroy up to 2 cards, set cards in the field, which is really good. So that comes in handy also too when you want to get the OTK going. I run Solo Cheerus, which is really good. To the end phase, card can't be destroyed by battle, card effects, or any of that, but you have to detach one. So once you run out of your materials, then you know he's vulnerable. But until then, you got your boss monster right there. Works out pretty good. I run Bulbasaurus, which is an amazing card to have. I love it. 2 level 5s, overlay, boom, detach one, destroy a card on the field. And they take damage equals to that monster's attack. What? It's amazing. So, I love it. It's a pretty good card. Now to the rank 3s I have. I used to run tour guides in this deck, but I took them out because it kind of got a little too slow for me. And I kind of don't like sitting behind Zen mains. Sometimes I do use Seal Drain early, so I only run a couple, 3 rank 3s, and that's Grinosaurus, Zen mains, and Leviathan, because I do run 3 brows. I might put in another tour guide, take out that beige. I don't know yet. So, there we go. The Leviathan, you all know what that does. Zen mains, Grinosaurus, destroy a monster, detach, inflict 1,000. So, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, it's the Dark World build we have right there. If you don't really use Dark Worlds, or I'm pretty sure you've seen them, someone using them, it's a really good deck. I really suggest using them before they get hit or touched. And that's the deck profile, guys. Like I said earlier, it's VGOD, Black Illusion. Be on the lookout for some more videos from our VGOD clan and our YouTube channel we got going on right now. So, rate, like, and subscribe. And see you guys later.